Welcome to the Class of 87 podcast. Nearly 4 decades on, the hairstyles have changed, the world looks very different, but our shared history still connects us. This series is about reconnecting with people who walked the Bryanston High corridors together in 1987, discovering the journeys, choices, and moments that followed. Today, we're joined by Jenny Edelman. So take a big breath, rewind the tape, and let's see where life took one of our own. In the studio today, we've got Jackie Daira, we've got David Hugo, I'm Barry Bramley, and kicking us off, Lester Thorison. Over to you, Les.
Hey, Jen.
Hey.
How are you feeling about this?
Little nervy.
Well, it's really good to have you with us. We're going to rewind the clock a little and ease ourselves back into Bryanston High days. Relax, Jen.
Thinking already.
Take your time and we'll see where the conversation goes. So first one's easy. How did you end up at BHS in the 87 cohort and when did you arrive?
I came straight through to Standard 6 from Bryanston Primary. Smooth transition.
And when you think back to Bryanston High, what are the first images or memories that come to mind?
Swimming pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the swimming pool in the Garters. Yeah,
You're a happy place.
definitely. And the breakfasts of the A team. You guys were all in assembly. We were having a special breakfast because we used to take the buses to Ellis Park like 5 a.m. for training. And then we used to come back and have a breakfast outside.
Elite.
Yeah,
Lekker.
it was
Nice
cool.
memory.
It was really cool.
What's one thing you did at school you might not want your kid to know about?
There's nothing that I don't tell my kids. In fact, I relish telling them all the bits and pieces that I did. So there's absolutely nothing.
Did you go on a trick back? And who did you go with? And where did you go?
No, we just went to Storms River every year.
Who'd you go with?
My family.
Oh,
We used to go to Storms River every year.
okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. We used to caravan, we used to pitch a tent, right on the seafront. That was really cool.
Cool. I am going to go now.
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right, Jen, it's over to me. We're doing rapid fire, so I'm going to ask you questions. You don't have to think a lot. You don't have to answer a lot. Just yes or no. Maybe a little more info, but we'll just go through it. Who were your closest friends at school, and are you still in touch with them?
So the one who was very close was Mika, and yes, I am. She's in Oregon now. I speak to her often. Heidi Warburton. We don't talk often, but I am still in touch with her. Absolutely.
So those two.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah. Do you know what your reputation was at school? And was it deserved or completely unfair?
I have absolutely no idea.
All right, well, let's...
I have absolutely no idea. So guys, open it to the floor. Let's hear this.
anyone?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay, no ouchies.
Jen legs. She's still got great legs, but I don't remember Jen's chest. What is
Oh.
magnificent at school as it is now.
I bought beachfront property. Okay.
Did Jenny have a reputation in your world? Yes?
No, I've got a picture of me and Jen on stage practicing.
Yeah, with the leg warmers.
No, I correct myself. I remember Jen being fun. That's what I remember.
Okay, so
I remember you being quite lively and
loud.
no, not loud in
Yeah.
a way, just energetic, and you weren't a wallflower.
No. Thanks, Jax.
So you heard all of that, deserved or completely unfair?
The chest. David, I actually can't get over that. I'm blushing.
No, you're not. You don't blush.
My goodness. Oh my goodness, I do. Thanks for the legs comment.
What subject or teacher stands out the most for good or bad reasons?
Okay, so there was an art teacher, Mrs. Fox,
Okay.
and while I was being told I was pretty useless and would never be anything, sort of amount to anything, which I thought was quite offensive by a couple of the teachers.
By an arts teacher.
No, while I was being told by a
Right.
couple of the teachers that I would never amount to anything, Mrs. Fox sort of took me to the side and she was like, "You've got to believe in yourself. Don't listen to anyone. Just be yourself and you are amazing." Yeah, she was amazing. And I actually bumped into her about 15 years later in Checkers in Santon City. And I just said to her, "Thank you for saving me."
Wow.
She was amazing.
Did you ever do anything from an art point of view?
No, I didn't actually, because I tried to take art into, when did we have to change subjects? From 7 to 8, yeah?
Yes.
And then I decided, no, I really want to do art. And I spoke to, was it Mr. Vivius?
Vivius, yeah.
Vivius. And I said, "Please let me do art." And he was like, "No."
Oh.
So that was the end of that.
Draconian 87.
Draconian indeed.
Yes. Do you ever date anyone at Bryanston High?
Oh, I did.
A little bit more?
No, No.
Not even a name.
No, let's not go down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Were you ever involved in a physical fight at school?
No.
Did you ever see one?
Were there scuffles? Never.
No, behind the prefabs.
I never saw anything. Can't recall anything as uncomfortable as that.
And do you remember Elon Musk from school?
Not at all. Not at all. The only time I saw him was in our picture that we circulated on our group.
No, in the chess club.
And that was it.
Yeah.
I believe Robbie he played chess with him.
Yeah, and David Hodges. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so no Elon Musk memories.
Nothing at all. Sorry, Baz.
No problem.
Nothing.
All right, I am going to hand over to David for a little more depth.
So, Jennifer,
Yes,
tell
David.
us,
David.
where have you and those magnificent legs lived since Matric, as in cities or countries?
Sure. I lived in Los Angeles for a while with Mika. She stayed there. So I lived with her for a while, and that was amazing. I got to travel quite a bit, making that my sort of central hub. That was cool. But otherwise, I've been quite boring. I lived in Neisner for a while when I went through a hippie phase. That was just so peaceful, so relaxed. Stepped off the planet for a while. It was awesome. But otherwise, no. Always came back to Joburg and just, like to travel.
And what's one skill that you use now that Bryanston High definitely didn't teach you?
Negotiation.
I think schools are not great for teaching negotiation.
So it's like a business skill. So there were no, in fact, as I'm thinking about this, there was nothing business-wise that we got taught. So it's available now to our kids, but we were never exposed to anything that could be possibly used in the business realm.
As the tuck shop was the extent of our business.
Right. And it was just stock standard history, geography, biology. Yeah, not particularly any great life or business skills.
And if your school self met your current self today, what's the first thing your school self would tease you about?
For the people that can't see the video, Jenny's saying her boobs.
Yeah, that's the Vic was like, oh my gosh, where did you get those? What did you do?
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's a lot of swimming. Oh no. Okay.
And who or what has been your biggest influence or turning point since?
Okay, so my first thought is myself. So the only thing that has changed me is my own introspection. You know, there's so much influence around. You've got to actually look to draw on little bits and pieces of so much information that's out there. And that's how I sort of guided myself, was taking bits and pieces and a hell of a lot of introspection. Yeah, not one particular person.
What part of your work today would surprise your school friends the most?
I was in furniture manufacture, and I think maybe that would surprise people when I was in furniture manufacture, because basically, like, girls did not do carpentry 101. What did you call it? Industrial woodworking.
Yeah. Mr. Gilumir.
Gilumir. Oh my goodness. Well, I can see that toupee. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Jen, that's me for now. I'm going to hand you over to Jackie.
This is like hectic. The questions are so hard.
Jen, hello, it's so lovely to see you again.
You too, Jax.
Let's chat to you about your family and personal life. Tell us a bit about your family. Partner, kids, pets, anyone who falls in love.
Okay, so no partner, 6 cats. Six cats, 3 Maine Coons. Yeah. Crazy cat lady. Yeah, the quintessential cat lady. Crazy cat lady. 3 Maine Coons, my babies, and then 3 rescues. I would have infinite numbers of cats if I could. And then my gorgeous children. Hannah is now, well, she'll be 23 in November. And my son, Gift, he is at St. Albans as a boarder. And both of them are doing really well, really well. And we have a very peaceful home and a single mum household. And we're doing really well. It's calm, quiet, and peaceful.
Terrific. It sounds amazing. Jen, thinking about relationships, what has changed most for you about how you think about them since your teens?
Tell you exactly, is that you cannot make yourself malleable in a relationship. You have to, whether it's your kids, a partner, husband, anybody, colleagues, don't make yourself malleable to somebody else. Always remain close to your authentic self, true to yourself. Remember who you are and do not try to be anyone else. Yes. Yeah. As you say, true to yourself. Exactly.
Yeah, I've actually read that the fastest path to personal unhappiness is to not be true to yourself.
Beautiful. Exactly.
And Jane, when life gets properly messy, who's somebody in your life you like to lean on?
My daughter.
That's amazing.
My daughter. And I don't see it as a lean on. I'll reach out to her, and Hannah knows me better than I know myself. And she's a rock. She really is a strong young lady.
It's lovely
She knows
to
her
have
mum.
that kind of relationship
Thank
with your
God.
daughter and somebody like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Jen, thinking about free time, what are your hobbies, passions, or quirks? How do you like to spend your free time?
Gardening. I have a 5-acre plot and I do gardening. It is
Oh, wow.
the closest you can come to God as far as I'm concerned. And you stand out there and you just garden is the most rewarding thing. The seeds you plant, like in life, they will grow. And if you neglect them, they'll die.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful place to be, is in the middle of all this green and good and flowers and color. And it's incredible. It's a
It's a
miracle.
real privilege to have that space, to
It-
have a garden and to have a beautiful garden on top of it.
Absolutely. And during COVID, we were very lucky because I don't know what people did during COVID in tiny little houses and apartments. Honestly.
Well, I'm currently making it for my daughter, and I've just been through the COVID years.
Oh, wow.
I was absolutely amazed at how much time we ended up spending in our garden. I've got pictures of my kids
Wow.
cleaning the pool, mowing the lawn, playing with balls and hockey bats, riding their bikes,
Wasn't it glorious?
on the trampoline, and just, creating bike ramps in the garden.
Yes. Yes.
All
We did that.
sorts of just things to entertain them. But I thought to myself, I didn't realize it at the time, but looking back, we were so privileged to have a garden during COVID to spend.
Absolutely. And we miss that in life today. We really do. And my son and I spent a lot of time in the garden. And do you know that we were both gardening, but the things that came out that wouldn't ordinarily come out in a face-to-face, he managed to get all, because he's had a bit of a past. So all the stuff that could come out while he did this was cathartic for him, and he didn't even know it at the time.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Jane, a domestic skill you have absolutely nailed. What is it?
Oh, cooking. Oh, I
Okay.
can cook. I can bake. Yes, absolutely.
And,
Mastered it completely.
and one that you still fake.
Orgasms. Given the chance.
But do you at least fake them well?
Nobody's ever found out.
Brilliant. Jane, have you had a life disaster that you wouldn't mind telling us about?
Oof, an absolute catastrophe, yes. Okay, so second marriage, I unfortunately had a bad choice of partner, and it just led to one thing after the other. And I was doing really well in business and unfortunately had a catastrophic fall from grace, if you will. Yeah, I lost everything. Lost absolutely everything. My story is always that I went into COVID with 179 Rand, absolutely no assets, and 1 can of coconut milk in the pantry.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing, no cars, no money, nothing. So I have rebuilt my life from late 2019 going into 2020 and going under a pandemic. That was cataclysmic. And you know what? I survived.
Well, you did more than survive. You reinvented yourself and you picked yourself up again. Well,
No fear.
fantastic. Thank you, Jen, for sharing it with us. I'm now going to hand over to Les.
Were you about to fall asleep there, Lester?
No, man, not me. Jen, thanks for your openness so far. This next
Mhm.
section is work and purpose. What did success look like to you in matric? I know it's a hard question. I couldn't answer. And how has
Oh, I
the
can.
definition changed?
So success in matric, a giant home and a huge garden and just, mansions and fast cars, really.
Okay.
Jordan Belfort kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now I know. Just tell us about your recent
Bryanston,
success.
darling. Recent successes.
Yes, work.
It's been awesome. I joined real estate almost 3 years ago. I was born to sell property, which unfortunately I only realized 3 years ago. I have won 3 awards so far. I have just been told today that I have made it up to another tier. Yeah, a targeted tier. So chuffed.
Well done.
Thank you so much. I'm succeeding step by step. Yeah. And I love real estate. It's fascinating. It's my tribe.
Okay.
My
So what does
people.
success mean to you now?
When you go to sleep at night, you know that everything's okay and that everything is going to be okay. So there's a security and consistency and continuity that you've created for yourself, that you understand, and it'll be okay.
Beautiful. How many times have you started again in your working life?
Well, I was waitressing for a large part. I was au pairing. I was cleaning houses in Los Angeles when I went there. And then my father passed just over 20 years ago. And then I had to take over the business. And I made a great success of it. It was absolutely fabulous because I was obsessed with, doing right by my father. And then unfortunately we had that, what I refer to as the cataclysmic fall. And so it's one, but it's a giant one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite a setback, but we're good. We're good.
Okay, you touched on this, but what's something you're really proud of professionally?
So it's the people skills. I understand people. I can sense people's needs. So that's why I think real estate is suits me so well, because your home is your kingdom. And there's a lot of emotion attached.
Yeah, you connecting.
But I connect with people and I can understand them.
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
And if you can go back and give your younger self one piece of career advice?
Do you know, when I was 16, because I was 16 in matric, I remember distinctly driving around with my dad in his Lancia Trevi. And we were actually on Bryanston Drive. I don't know why this memory is so clear. And he said to me, "What do you want to do when you leave school?" I said, "Dad, I want to be a real estate agent." Yes.
Really?
From 16 years old.
No.
I promise you, because what we used to do as the Edelmans on a weekend.
Yeah.
We took that Saturday Star, remember,
Yeah.
the weekend, and it was fat
Yeah.
and full of photographs. And we used to go straight to the Bryanston section. And that's what we did on Sundays. We drove around in our little car, in a little Ford Gear, and we would look at houses. From when I was 14.
So why didn't you go straight into property?
I have absolutely
Jenny.
no idea. I don't know.
Anyway, you're still young.
But I'm here.
You go.
I'm here now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Right, Jen, we're doing the fun and slightly naughty segment.
Oy
Oy
Okay.
vey. Who do you wish you'd been braver with at school? Academically, socially, or romantically?
I wish I'd been braver with my teachers and made more of a stand, told them what I thought.
What did you do?
Nothing. I just backed off and just kept quiet and shouldn't have.
Socially, could you have been braver?
Definitely. I could have gone to more events. You guys had a lot of fun. You had a lot of parties and I listened to Redwood's pub stories and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, I should have done a lot more of that. I should have, because you guys have great memories of parties. Am I right, guys? Lester?
Well,
Hugo's running away.
No, Dave's running away.
Yeah.
Jax, do you have great memories of parties?
Jax partied.
Yeah.
Jax partied. Yes, she did. She did. I wish I'd had more of your life at school.
I have very
I really do.
actual high school. I have so many memories of my adolescence. Truly.
You had lots of fun. Jackie had lots of fun. And I often wished I could have been her because she was so vibrant and
Really?
yeah, absolutely. I remember Jackie so well, just thinking, oh my word, she is just like on fire.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I do very much. I do.
Wow. What about romantically?
Brave romantically at the age of 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that comes later. Yeah, that definitely comes later.
Which teacher would you most want to have a drink with now? And what would you ask them?
Oh, well, we've already seen a couple of them at our dinner. There was Mrs. Skinner, Roy Page. Do you remember Mrs. Tarangelin? She was just such a live wire. Was she biology? She was biology. You know who else? Adele Cook.
Yes.
Adele Cook. I'm hurt. And that little Bob, guys. That little Bob. Don't you remember? She used to have those stilettos. She wore stilettos. And she was a tiny little, little chips at the back. And she was beautiful. And she had this little cupid or this little part.
Yeah.
Beautiful big eyes. Bob.
I mean, that.
Guys.
You don't remember?
Change the name.
Now you've piqued my memory. There's little triggers going off everywhere. Now all of a sudden, this stuff's coming back.
And Jen, last question. What was your most questionable fashion phase? Either then or now even.
Oh my goodness. I actually have a picture of it. I went all hippie And yeah, very much, gosh, just hippie. No shoes. Oh my goodness. I went to Bella in my strappy sandals and my kukoi. So I went to Bella's in a kukoi and
As a hippie.
yeah, I did. And it was great, actually. I just wanted to be different. Earth child, yeah. I was an earth child at
As long as you
Bella's.
felt it.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, Baz.
That is it. I'm going to hand over to Jackie now for another rapid fire.
Oh my God, I thought it was over.
Why is Jenny taking so long?
Because Jenny talks a lot.
No, it was you two.
I talk, I gab
Jen.
too much.
I know it's been long, so we're going to keep this short and nippy.
Okay.
If you had to sum up your post-school life so far in less than 5 words, what would it be?
Neurodivergent,
But happy.
but ecstatically happy.
Do your children think your 80s photos are cool, cringe, or criminal?
All of the above.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of the above. Absolutely.
You might just think mine are cringy.
No,
What do you care far more about than you ever expect?
cats.
When did you realize for the first time, oh, I'm the adult now?
When my mum passed away last year this time. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So, yeah, no dad, no mum. You're the adult.
Not only that, you're an orphan for the first time in your life. Because I've been through that myself.
I know, Jax. I didn't want to say the O word, and I thought, yeah, it's a biggie.
Come on.
It's a biggie. Yeah.
Jen, what's something you're still figuring out and for all you know might always be?
Jax, life, people.
People, I agree with that.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Jen. I'm now going
Awesome.
to handing over to
Dave.
Dave.
Hi, Jen.
Hello, David.
Back with me.
Okay, great.
Tell us,
Yes.
what's the biggest myth about adulthood that school never warned us about?
Oh, my goodness. Struggle.
Yeah,
Struggle.
I agree. We actually wanted to be adults because we thought, well, everyone takes you seriously. Nothing goes wrong.
Oh, I can go get burgers when you do what I want. In control. Struggle. Struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you could say one thing to your younger self in matric, what would it be?
I'd say, listen, knowledge is power. That's what I would say.
I suppose it's, you maybe wouldn't express it like prepare yourself for a life of struggle, but I suppose you've got to basically tell yourself very few things go right the first time ever. Everything in life takes effort.
It takes effort and it takes time.
Yeah.
Exactly, Jax. Exactly. Yeah.
And when you picture yourself back at Bryanston High, what type of kid do you think the teachers thought you were?
I think they thought I was out with fairies and yeah, just ADHD. And saying that, I find that I think we as a collective and our 87 alumni would have benefited from a multi-level teaching and teachers who could take cognizance of mental health, wellness. I think a lot of us fell through the cracks because people didn't understand mental health
Yeah.
and kids who were different.
Yeah. I think that's, we definitely were in an environment where the cookie cutter kids did the best.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And who from school did you think was most likely to succeed?
Peter Ann. Yeah. Pete. Yeah, definitely. Lester. So it's our head boys, Tammy, Richard Letcher.
Yeah.
They really stood out. Definitely.
Now, Jen, Barry's warned us about deviating from the script, but I think
Let's do it.
the one thing, if someone had to say to me like 20 years ago, what do you remember about Jennifer Edelman at school? The thing I would have said was she took Dr. Gavin to court.
Oh,
Tell us
Joe Gavin.
So tell us about that.
Wow, guys. David, I can't believe you remember that. And you've just triggered.
This mind of useless.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Now you've triggered this. This has gone right back. I've had this massive flashback. And yes, I took Joe Gavin to court because there was a kind of dysfunction in his classroom and he used to, he wasn't great. He caused quite a bit of a disruption and he did things that weren't quite right. So I went with Roy Page to court and I had to testify. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. I found him offensive, highly offensive, and I was prepared to actually stand up and be counted for it.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, he was, gosh, now I'm going to dream about this. Thanks, David. Wow, I'd forgotten about that. Damn, David.
I remember you having the most enviable sallow skin. You were always tan, Jen, and you still are. That's what I remember.
It's Israeli. It's the Israeli. It's my dad, the Sabra. But I remember Joe Gavin, and I remember some other art teacher, and he had
And he used to handstand to lower his blood pressure.
Listen,
in the house.
no freaking way.
He was either the RI teacher.
No,
or
there was an art teacher, and what happened? We ran out of space in Bryanston High.
Yes.
Okay, and we had to have classrooms
Yes,
by
in
the
the
pool.
toilets.
In the toilets, in the pool. Oh my God.
And
And then there was this guy, and he used to, and he had this beard, and there was egg always on his face. And the one day he threw a desk at Stuart Napier, picked up this desk and he threw it. And I was like, that's when I didn't want to do art anymore. And that's when I was like, not every artist is a crazy artist with egg on their face. So I decided, no, you know what? Let's go ask Mr. Viviers. I want to do art. I'm a sugar.
I remember you having an art lesson in that classroom.
In the toilet, dude.
Toilet at the swimming pool.
100%.
And Karen or Claire were teasing me about something, and I wrote on a piece of paper, "Fuck off." And the art teacher came and grabbed a piece of paper from me, and he said to me, "You're going to go to that master dog because you've been writing toilets." I said to him, I was trying to write funky tongue. Not so hard as you or something. And then he ripped the piece of paper off and I was
Good.
I'm like,
No, shit. No, he was, and Stuart Napier, and there was Stuart and Rob Napier, the two British guys, and they caused such shit. And they caused an upheaval in these classes. But Joe Gavin, we had science, and we were doing something with a science table or something. But this guy, I blocked out completely exactly why I took him to court and exactly what I said.
wow.
But I had to testify in Pretoria.
Sure.
And I remember Mr. Page took me for lunch. And we had a view of the union buildings. And he said, you know, these were designed by the Baker. And I was like, who's Sarah Baker? No, Sir Herbert Baker.
Jen, we've arrived at the closing section. What's one song that instantly takes you back to Bryanston High?
Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now.
Ah,
Oh, wow. 1984.
Was it 1984?
I still remember.
Yes. Yes.
I had two brothers that stayed like just down the road from us, Richard was the one who was at primary school with me. And anyway, the older brother
Yeah.
was a cyclist. And the day they released that album, he cycled from Bryanston all the way to Sandton City.
To get the album from Musica.
Was it Musica? Yeah.
It was Musica, just
yeah.
above the cinema level.
He came back
Yeah.
bearing this
Oh.
holy grail.
My God, I remember those days of, we used to go to Musica and just like gag to wait for the latest release. That was such fun, hey? It was so tactile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. City Warehouse, absolutely. I still remember in Hillbrow, there was Look and Listen. Yeah, with Cafe Via and Look and Listen. Guys, there's so many memories and all of them are tactile. That's a big thing with us, is that our kids don't have as many tactile memories as we do. We were immersed in it. We could smell the books, go through the CDs and the vinyls, you know? Yeah, gosh, it was fun.
Well,
Sorry, Barry.
about smelling and touching, we have made this a bit of a theme in the podcast. We're trying to get in touch with Glavkos Varkas. All we can
Okay,
find
what
him.
is this thing with Glavkos Varkas?
No,
What did
you
he
can
even
find-
look
he's
like,
one of
guys?
the people-
Did he have another name? I remember
was his name.
Varkas.
Well, Clive. He's also known as Clive Varkas. But he was Glavkos Varkas. And he was just, he was a hoot. He was a great character. He was in our class, 10F. And he was a character. And I think there were many people that didn't know him and there were many that did. But we have tried to find him. We've Googled him. We've looked in all the databases. We just can't. So
That's insane.
we're just asking people. Maybe they know.
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
It's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. No idea.
All right. And then last question, who would you like us to interview in the future that we haven't yet? And why would you like us to interview them?
Do we have to do just students or can we do teachers?
Well, you can throw a teacher in. It'll be the first, but let's hear it.
Essex Clark, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I just feel like he's been done a bit.
Oh, okay.
Recently. You know what I mean? He's been to
Okay,
functions.
cool. Got you. Okay, got you. Okay.
I was hoping he'd say Miss Cock, but
Adele Cock.
was that her name?
Cock. Sorry.
But that was her maiden name. I'm pretty sure she's had at least one husband.
I'm sure she has.
Right, back to who should we interview?
Yeah, maybe Adele Cook.
All right.
Cook.
Put it on the list.
Repeating in my mind is
Yeah.
Cock, Adele Cock.
Jen, thank you
Thanks, Baz.
for your time today. We
Okay, cool.
really do appreciate it.
Mm.
And that's it for this episode of the Class of 87 podcast. Same school, same era, slightly different versions of ourselves. Thank you for joining us. And remember, no matter how far you roam, some part of you is still standing in those Bryanston corridors. We'll see you next time. Bring your memories, bring your laughs, and don't forget, while growing older is mandatory, growing up is optional. Hold me now. I don't know how that song goes.
Oh, hold my heart. Stay
with me. Let
loving start. Let loving start.
Hold me.
Yeah, you say I'm a dreamer. Alana, her name was Alana. Yes, yeah. Oh, I couldn't say it hard.
And that's a wrap, everybody.
Sorry, Dan.
Well done.
Look at you, Lester.